Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me this morning. Good morning. Hope y'all doing well. Hope you're feeling strong this morning. My Renaissance grandmama, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning to you all. Shy, Gigi, how you doing? Welcome in on this beautiful Sunday morning. 74 degrees here in the beautiful Eco Nation, and welcome in the Eco Nation. Kathy B, how you doing? Good morning. Happy Mac. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Grand Rising. It's a brand new week again. We made it again. I just want to let you know, my Renaissance grandmama, it's not you now. It's not you. It's not you at all. Gigi, it's not you. It's not you, Gigi. Shy, it's not you at all. Wait a minute. All in the soul is not you. Kathy B is not you. Happy Mac is definitely not you. Yeah. And if you're, for those of you all in the background, it's definitely not you. But you know who it is? It's me. It's me, it's me, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. It's me, it's me, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Not my mama, not my sister, not Kathy B, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. It's not Shy, not my Renaissance grandmama, standing in the need of prayer. But it's me, it's me, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Good morning to y'all. I see some thumbs up. That means you can hear me. That means you can hear me. Oh no. Yes, it's me. It's me. Kathy B, you already beat me. Come on, y'all. Put the T's in the chat. I'm putting the T's in the chat. Put some T's in the chat. You know you're thankful. You know you got here by only grace. Grace and mercy. You know you're only here. Go ahead and put some T's in the chat and welcome on into Eco Nation News. News that you may or may not be able to use. Kathy B got her T's in the chat. What's going on? Good morning. Always some T's. I say always T's. Always T's. Yes. Yes, it's me. Good morning, Gigi. T's. You know, you got to be thankful, y'all. You got to be thankful. It's too many people out here hurting. It's too many people are without. It's too many people are struggling. I ain't just talking about financially. I'm talking about health-wise. My mom is a nurse, and well, retired nurse, but she still kind of do some nursing type pieces. But at the same time, she still cares for a lot of people, you know. And some of the people she cares for, they going through some changes. Brother Lawrence, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, my friend. And some of the situations they go through, my heart goes out to them. We got some people, man, they can't even raise their head. They got slurred speech. They can't even move their shoulders. I mean, I get it. We all got problems. Some of us, we getting evicted on tomorrow or the end of this month. Some of us, our funds, we've been out of work. We can't find any jobs. Some of us, our car may be repossessed next month. Some of us got a slip or an email saying your service is no longer needed. We got a lot of people, man, that's they struggling. They got some hard times. And with that said, we got to be thankful. Even with the hard times, we got to be thankful, y'all. We got to be thankful that we have breath in our life. We got another opportunity. We got another day to make what's wrong, what's right. We got another opportunity to adjust. Whatever we need to do, maybe we need to recalculate. Maybe we need to get rid of some stuff. Maybe we need to obtain some things. But we got life in us. We got that opportunity to make that thing happen. I see you. Got them 4 T's. She thankful. Gigi, she triple thankful. You know, we go ahead and send it up, y'all. Go ahead and send your blessings up and say you're thankful. Just say, Lord, I'm thankful. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for everything you've done, because today is a brand new week, brand new day to conquer, brand new day to just overcome. It's a brand new day to prosper. It's a brand new day to amend. It's a brand new day to plant. It's a brand new day to just reap and just obtain all the goodness and all the beautiful blessings that we got. If we look for them, we search for them. Yeah, we're gonna have some hard times, but we're gonna have some good times too. So welcome in to Eco Nation News. I got my beautiful, beautiful brother in here. Ask the Lawman. Much love to you, my brother. Definitely appreciate you and your beautiful wife. Definitely appreciate you all. Do you want to be on this side or that side?
I can stay right here. It's fine.
Okay. Welcome in.
Thank you.
Queen Gigi. Welcome on in.
Plug that in for me because I'm a little bit
Sure.
low. Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
All right.
Morning.
Keep my eyes on.
Good morning. Oh, you know what I did?
Great rising to your family. How you doing? How's everybody? The weather is absolutely perfect here today.
Beautiful. And the wind just started now that we went live. It was a little windy, but not as much.
Go away. Go.
Get back.
Go.
Get back.
Okay, thank you.
You heard that? Ask the Lawman. Get back. Get back.
Get bike.
Get back.
Get bike. He said
My
get
bad.
bike.
Get bike. My bad.
All right. Gardening is great. How you doing? Good morning. Ask the Lawman. Kathy B, how you doing? Good to see you. Brother Lawrence, how you doing?
You know what they say? They say that before we get into the news, I just first want to thank one of our sponsors here. Y'all check this out. I'm so proud of my baby right here. It even matched her outfit. I think she did this on purpose. I think it was intentional.
Did I do it on purpose?
Y'all see what's going on?
I got it a little dirty because I've been using it for real. This is my spring journal.
Y'all see it, y'all?
It's available on my website as a download, or if you want a copy, printed copy, it's available on Amazon. So
what I'm going to do, let me drop it in the chat.
Okay.
Let me drop it in the chat.
I dropped the link also on my page.
Now I know I emailed
on my
myself.
channel. I dropped the link on my channel. You want to drop it in the chat?
Yeah, go ahead and drop it in the chat. I appreciate that.
Kathy B.
Now, she kind of ran through that, but I just want to kind of show you just a little glimpse, right? So, of course, y'all check out the information back here. You learn a little something about Gigi. And then I just want to let you all know, look how nice that is, you know?
Yeah, I decided to, like, the rest of them were like just blank pages all the way through. And so I decided to, like, make it pretty.
Interactive.
Really pretty all the way through. Yeah. So you can make all your notes and that type of thing.
You can take it out there in the garden with you, you know, or after you get finished gardening, and after you get your tea and you're sitting in the garden and you sipping on your little tea, you can go through there and kind of journal your activities and a lot of other things too as well.
Yeah, it's 73 pages long. So you'll have plenty of space. That's the spring one. The one for summer it will be out next. Wait a minute. Next, not this coming week, but the following week. And then I also have a one on homesteading that is also coming out that same week.
That's what I'm talking. Yeah. Now one thing
been working.
Now one thing about it is that she beat me, and I'm gonna try to go ahead and get my book dropped very soon. So y'all look for that. But one of the things, if you got any problems with that link, you can send a email. And we can send you that link, because sometimes when we drop comments, you can't click on it, and sometimes you can. I'm not sure whether we click on that or not.
And if you wanted a signed copy,
exclusive.
You know what? I need to put a new link on the website to do signed copy, because I only have the downloadable. But if you want a signed copy, then I'll just put that link up on there.
That's what's up. That's what's
Or you
up.
could just send me. Here he comes with a backstrap of a freaking deer, I guess.
Just
So
if you ignore him, he
I'm
won't
just
pay you
gonna
no
ignore
attention.
him. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I have my journal. Shakira, thank you, girl. I appreciate the support. So blessed. How you doing? Thank you, my Renaissance grandma. Thank you, family man. How you doing? Good to see you.
Bless up to you, family
Got
man.
it. Got it. Thank you, Kathy B.
Cool. Looking beautiful, Gigi. Yes, she is.
Thank you.
Yes, she is. In the garden. On top of that.
You know, I be sitting back there like Jody Mama Child without the cigarettes because I don't smoke or nothing, but you know.
With the floral
nice
design.
little glass. And then I got the baby chairs. He bought the baby some chairs. So we had a grandbaby sitting in the garden too, and they little chairs as well.
I got to put up the gate this week, y'all. I got to build a gate. Got everything framed out.
We've been blocking it off pretty good though.
Yeah.
With the we got a little temporary thing up there.
Bootleg.
Yeah, because we were having rabbits.
Yeah.
Like rabbits are now that the garden is here, the rabbits are plentiful.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, they're dropping everywhere.
They're plentiful around here. And then so every morning when I would get up to leave, I would notice the rabbits running away. And I was like, y'all the ones been eating up all of my broccoli plants. So now my broccoli plants are actually growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it took a minute
to
kind of get it blocked off.
We ate broccoli. We ate one of our first harvests of broccoli.
And it was so fresh. Like it was just that fresh taste that I really like.
And I shared with y'all the big head. The head was gigantic.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah. And the broccoli challenge, we're bringing that to an end. Look for a short coming up real soon. And I don't know which number you voted on. But to be continued. I hope y'all pay attention and take a look at the broccoli challenge because we're getting ready to bring it on in. Because one thing about broccoli and down here in this Florida weather, that sun, we're looking at the high 80s this week.
Yeah, so, it'll be okay. Yeah. Y'all, that's why I get the lieutenant broccoli because it's going to it survives in our neck of the woods. Okay.
No,
that's why I get the lieutenant broccoli because it'll really be able to stand up to the sun at least until it gets to like the mid 90s. Thank you, Kyrie. Is it Kyrie McLean? Welcome. I've never seen you here before, but thank you and welcome in.
You brave to tackle that. I just would have went to McLean.
I need the pups in my backyard to get these animals. Yeah. They really keep a lot of stuff out from around here because we were seeing a ton of stuff. Bruce B, how you doing?
What's going on?
We were seeing a ton of wildlife around here when we first got here, obviously, you know, because it was their land then.
Yeah.
But now they know the dogs are here, so they don't do all that.
We have rabbits here in my neighborhood. Family man was saying, yeah. I mean, rabbits a little bit everywhere, man.
Yeah.
But we for a while didn't have any rabbits, but it seemed like once we started doing gardening,
when we put that garden back there, they were definitely there
everywhere. They all up here actually in the secret garden.
Because now we got all the leafy greens. We have been just doing like the peppers and the we did a little okra and tomatoes, but now that we have the leafy greens, yeah.
Now, you want to give them a little update on your citrus, on what's going on with your citrus?
Oh my God, the citrus is going crazy right now. I don't think I've seen one citrus plant that is not doing well. So we even the stuff that got knocked down back to the ground, it's doing well.
And we need some of it to grow a little bit fast because we wanted to get as much height and hard wood as possible because we know winter will be here before you know it. So now the plants that are producing, they like full. They got a lot of fruit. So fingers crossed. I know they still young. And yes, I could pull some of it off, but I'm like, hey, let's see what it do.
Cha said all my broccoli went to seed. What did you get the bunny, that bunny stuff? Next time, buy you some lieutenant broccoli. It will not go to seed fast like that. It won't. So yeah, try the lieutenant broccoli the next time.
Now, you know what they say?
Hmm.
You and I was talking about an article about the buyers between 2021 and current, especially the new buyers.
Mm-hmm.
So the article kind of read, I read some articles, you read some articles, that people that bought homes generally for the first time,
Yeah.
first time buyers between 21 and 23, that they said like over 90% regret it. What's your thoughts on that?
And they were talking they, and more specifically talking about millennials that bought during that time period.
A lot of them would be first time buyers.
And a lot of them, you
Yeah.
know, were the first time home buyers during that period. Let us know in the chat if you bought your first home during the pandemic.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, if you bought your first home and if you regret it. Because a lot of these are like they regret it. One of the things that stood out to me in the video that I was watching was that about 4 of the people that were ranting said they have to take the trash to the road.
You went ahead and jumped dead in there. You know, you going to the top one.
Well,
that didn't make no sense.
They
don't want to take. Well,
they have to.
Well, some people never took trash to the street.
Yeah, I know. They have to take the trash to the road. They don't like it.
Some of them, they just put them in the dumpster when they was in an apartment.
Yeah.
Or
they
you got
take
some
a bag and then drop
some
the bag
places
off.
depends on where they are. If they was home, you know, mom, dad, they just drop it in the trash can, and he or she comes through and pick it up. And
yeah, the parent, you know.
Yeah, because I know even when our kids was home, I would take out the trash.
Well, we got girls. That's not even the same. Like we got girls.
Okay, so now we doing girl and boy duties or something. If you own a house, you got to do it regardless.
Yeah, if you own the house and you're single and you're a woman, then yeah, you're gonna have to do it, or you're gonna have to have somebody come and do it for you. But I just thought that was interesting. That was one of their complaints, was that they had to take the trash can to the road. That was one of their complaints, and it wasn't just one person. It wasn't one random person. So, it was multiple.
So do you think, as a general rule, we prepare our kids for the real world?
Absolutely not. We haven't.
We don't even have discussions.
Most people haven't. We have.
Yeah.
We have, because we made sure that we did some stuff that, you know, and it was good that he was there, because a lot of times I probably wouldn't have had them doing it. I probably would have just done it myself, because I had to do it as a kid. You know, if the boys weren't around, then yeah, the girls had to take it out. Yeah, take that trash out. Nobody was gonna let it sit there. Shy, you grew it from seed. Okay. Yeah, look at your variety the next time. Okay.
How you doing today?
How you doing? Passionately intrigued, arts and more. How you doing? Grand rising to you. I did by. Can you put that up?
I was trying.
Happy Mac, how you doing?
Yeah, the chat bounced a little bit. I'm trying to. See. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's moving. Hold on for a second. Let me. Y'all caught me slipping. There it is.
All right. Happy Mac. How you doing? Happy Mac said, I did buy a piece of land 3 years ago, but it wasn't my first rodeo. No regrets. Okay. And like I said, these
knowing
were
what to expect. That's a big thing.
Yes. These were millennials. J3, how you doing? J3 GS Farm. How you doing? Tommy, how you doing, Tommy?
Hey, Tommy, how you doing?
See you in the chat. Yeah. Oh my goodness, for taking the trash to the road. Yeah, that was like a big deal. And
some kids never did it. I mean, well, some young adults, because they're not kids anymore.
Yeah, these. Come on now.
They never did it before. You know what I'm saying? or even if you're in a high rise or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
You know, if you never had a physical house. And that's the thing, like some people, they don't understand that if you never bought a house, you got things that call maintenance, upkeep.
Yeah.
If something breaks, you can pick up a phone, but you still got to do the lead work to find out who's the best person to do the repairs. You got to build a relationship, rapport with the repair people. You got to pay for that cost. A lot of times if you're renting and it's include your rent, you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah. You don't have to pay for it.
If something, the AC tears up, I just keep paying my rent, and the maintenance people call and do
and
this
I think sometimes that we take what we know for granted. And they haven't had a lot of experiences, and I think probably the majority of their parents were not homeowners. And they're probably they're probably like the first one who was a homeowner.
So it can be actually, like the college experience,
So yeah. So a lot of them would go directly, because we still have a lot of them that are first generation college students.
That's what I'm saying.
So they haven't had a lot of
couldn't
experience.
Prepare them for that experience to go to college and tell them what same thing with buying a house.
Yeah. So I just thought it was interesting though that that was one of the complaints, was that I understand if your taxes go up.
That's why I was going to share some things that I heard.
Yeah. Well, okay. What did you hear?
So one of the things were they wasn't expecting for the tax assessment. Like they bought it that first year. And some people don't realize when you first buy a house, they basically take whatever that assessment a lot of times from that previous owner, and then they apply that to like that first year that you buy. And then when they reassess it at the price you bought it, the price goes up, the value goes up. And sometimes the previous owner had homestead exemption. They might have had other like veteran, military exemptions, and all of those reductions are then added on there on top of that. And then that second year, the payment goes up.
Agree. And I think that this is also this is also why you should have a good realtor. This is why you should have a good realtor, because they're going to prepare you for all of that.
Yeah.
They're going to prepare. They're going to have those conversations with you and tell you, get your tail over to your county and get your homestead exemption ASAP.
Yeah.
And in Florida, our deadline is March. But get your tail over there ASAP and file your homestead exemption. And that way it's going to control how much your taxes go up. Now, let me say this too. There were some people who lived up north in like New York, New Jersey, in those places where homes are very, very expensive. And also their taxes are also going to be very, very expensive. So even though their rent is really expensive up there, imagine them having to buy a home with the amount of underpaid people that are wanting to buy homes.
Yeah. And even me personally, I get quite a few calls here lately where people are getting some harder times when it comes to rent.
Yeah.
They're getting rate increases. Some of the landlords are terminating their leases. It's a lot of different activities that are happening. And now they're forced to try to look at maybe buying or even renting. And a lot of people got an interest in lease to purchase or rent to own for buying a house. And a lot of them, they don't know the steps. They don't know what's involved. And so
I know good realtor means a lot.
Yeah. And it means a lot, because even I remember one time when we bought a home, I think it was our last home. The realtor even said, go ahead and be saving up them savings instead of you pretend like you paying that. Because she gave us, I think, an analogy of what it would probably be without those exemptions and stuff like that. Because she did tell us, go make sure we put it in. But then that money that you may be saving, go ahead and put that to the side, because sometimes your mortgage, they'll add on. They'll go ahead
If
and
your
pay it.
escrow,
Yeah,
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 if your
change the
escrow is
escrow.
unbalanced. So that's another thing that's a good tip actually, is that they will allow you to add extra money to your escrow. And that way, if anything changes, like with us, for example, the first time we saw our mortgage increase, it was due to insurance. It wasn't due to the taxes, because we always ran to file that homestead exemption with every house. But in terms of the insurance and living in the state of Florida, your insurance is going to, like, they're going to keep it going up, because they had to close down a lot of insurance companies. The last time we were getting $500 and $600 per year increases on our home insurance, and I was like, we got to stop this. So I called the people, and they were like, they're getting dissolved. That insurance company was actually getting dissolved by the state of Florida. So we got to find new insurance now. We're looking for new insurance, and I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be even more expensive. So I called one of the first insurance companies that we had in Florida, and the lady, she was an insurance agent, very, very good. She said, the way that you can help yourself is do a 4-point inspection. Have a 4-point inspection done, because the roof on your house, it's time for it to be replaced. And I said, ain't nothing wrong with our roof. And she was like, prove it. Get this 4-point inspection. She said, I got somebody who we work together, and he'll give you all a discount. Use my name and he'll give you a discount. All right. So that's what I did. Call the guy. And he came, he did the 4-point inspection, which was the hot water heater, the electrical, plumbing, and roof.
We had changed out
the hot water heater. It was the hot water heater. Okay. Yeah. So those 4 things: the hot water heater, the plumbing, the AC unit, and the roof. That's what it was. And y'all, when I tell you, the price that she gave me was about $700 less than what she had quoted me before we had that 4-point inspection done. And then once we sent that to the mortgage company, we sent it to the mortgage company as well. They was able to make the adjustment. So yeah, what you see?
I'm just reading the comments. I'm looking at
what Gardening is Great said. Some of the kids get anxiety over the least little thing. Their parents may have done everything for them instead of teaching them just basic things, trash, laundry, etc. That's true. There's a lot of anxiety that happens among the young people, because this is all new to them.
I do want to say this, a lot of times if you like baby boomers, or you maybe Generation X or older, we had more responsibilities to do.
Yeah.
We had more daily activities to do, and a lot of things were more physical in our lifestyles. We really didn't have a lot of internet. We didn't have a lot of distractions like they have now. And so the younger generations, and just to kind of on their defense, they had so many distractions and they processed so much more information. And to me, we had more physical duties. They had more mental duties, and we cannot just kind of gloss over that. They encountered stress way before we encountered stress, because we would run and play when we got finished with our duties, and most of our duties, they was like physical, and we got physical type interactions. Even our parents, you were doing something wrong, you got punished, and you got typically physical. Everything was kind of physical. And then as kids got a little bit older, they quit paddling. They start putting them in on timeout. They start doing, and it's a lot of mental strain. The computers, they in front of the computer a lot. And so they are exhausted mentally and just being able to become an adult
Yeah.
and being out on their own, and it's so overwhelming. And then you go and search for information. It's so much information, you don't know what fits you and what don't fit you. And so it can lead to some stress and to some anxiety, which
Absolutely.
I don't think we really, us older people, we really don't really can connect to understand with that, unless we probably have like a mental job, like a job where it deals with like maybe an office setting, or you deal with your brain all day, or you deal with visual all day, like teachers, educators, and stuff like that. That versus a lot more like during the age where we did manufacturing and different stuff like that.
Very true. Very true. Tommy says, what you also need to think about is what you pay on taxes. Taxes now can also go up based on the homes around you and what they sell for. Sure, our property taxes will go up next year, 1,000%.
Yeah. So what Tommy is talking about, I live in a house. Gigi lives in a house, and just say we got 5 other people lives in the house around us in our neighborhood. I bought my home, just say in 2020. Gigi bought her home in 2024. We got all of our homes are basically the same. They might be different color changes or whatever, but they're basically the same. Same square footage. One bedroom may be a little bit different from another. Hallway may be shifted, but we pretty much got the same footprint. Now, when I bought mine in 2020, it could have gone for, say, 100,000. And then in 2024, Gigi could have bought hers for 150,000, right? And then just say 4 or 5 years down the line, our next neighbor sold it, and then they sold it for 200, and then somebody sold it for 250 4 or 5 years later. My same house that I bought for 100,000, the worth is going up because of all the houses around it. Even though they were built at the same time around the same period, the value of those other homes is bringing my value up. So guess what happens? As communities develop, streets get put in, more neighborhoods get put in, they building schools around you, they doing the infrastructure, your tax is going to go up because the neighborhoods are paying, those citizens are paying for those community enhancements, And so when they assess my home, they're going to take a look at all those homes and what they're selling for. And if they kind of same kind of footprint, they're going to say, hey, that house is no longer worth 100,000 that he paid for it. That house is worth 250,000. So we're going to tax him. It won't be, most of the time won't be the 250 because taxes are generally lower than the true market value, but it's still going to go up, and it's going to go up. So over a period of time, you may own a home and just say you pay your house off, but your insurance may go up and your taxes go up. And so you have to prepare yourself for that,
Yeah, you have to be prepared for that. And if you could put that extra money into your escrow, then you can definitely do that. So homestead exemption. So homestead exemption is basically a tax break, and it's a little protection as well against some creditors being able to just come and seize your property. So if you're buying a home, definitely that's the first thing you want to do. And you want to go to your county tax assessor's office, or look on the website for whatever your property appraiser's office is. Call them. They'll be able to guide you to the right area to get your homestead exemption. But it'll give, like in Florida, we'll get either 25,000, and then if in certain instances they can get even 50 grand off of their assessed value in order to keep their taxable rates lower.
So it's just like when you file your taxes, you don't get $25,000, you don't get 50,000, but just say my house again is worth 100,000, and I get the homestead exemption, and then they will assess it at 75,000 because they're going to deduct the 25,000 from the 100,000, and then now it's dropped down to 75,000. And so you have those millage rates, and it's multiplied times the assessed value, and they come up with that total number on what you owe. Just like if I made $100,000 this year, and if I had things that I could claim or as mileage or different types of interest in me paying on my home, all of that is reducing the money that I am actually submitting for taxes. So the lower you making, the less taxes you got to pay.
And talk to your insurance agents.
Yeah.
Talk to them and ask them questions. Be like, what can I do
And
to
shop.
help myself, and shop around to different people.
Same thing with car insurance, y'all.
Yeah, what can I do? This car insurance has been wild.
Everybody
there ain't nothing, ain't really much or nothing you can do. And then I'm like checking around, and I'm like, golly, I thought I was paying a lot, but that's double the amount that we paying now.
And you remember you was talking about you would reduce raising
deductibles and all of that. Don't mean a thing right now.
Yeah.
Because they have the system that they use, they'll have it set to where if you change anything in the system, they got a way where it's still going to give you a higher rate than you should actually have.
It's kind of like bundling.
This system
if you change the bundle package, then you're going to a custom package, and that's going to be extra.
And if you're paying a certain amount for your cars, your kids' cars, whatever, now they'll have you paying $700 for 6 months for one car, right? After you remove that car, like when we sold the car, I didn't get that $700 worth of break.
No,
I only got more like $200.
Yeah. Don't add up.
How the system is designed for you to fail. I'm sorry. And that is coming from GG Naturals.
I was gonna say that little caveat there,
not Eco Neighbor. All right. So Tommy said one of our neighbors just sold their home for over 1.3 million because they are sitting on water, etc. And we're just across the street. We moved into our home with equity, and it's worth more now. Yeah, that's how we racked up.
Yeah, that's how
we moved in with equity in our home. Location, and freaking location.
And another thing, don't fall in love with this stuff.
Yeah.
Don't
be willing to let it go when it's time.
When you say, okay, this is maybe this way or that way, be prepared to be like, okay, I'm cash it in and I'll move forward. I'm do a little bit something different from next. Did you talk to Gigi? Because we got that appointment at 11. Did she?
Yeah, I told her last night.
Cool. Okay.
I don't know if she did anything, but still, I told her. Okay. All right. So Happy Max says, I live in New York. Luckily, I live in the country, but the taxes are mean. I know they are. Yeah. I know they are, because a lot of the people, like one lady said hers were, I think one was 15 and then another one was 30,000 per year.
You said,
do 1,000. You know 30,000 per year? Do you know people don't even make 30,000 per year?
30,000 is how much?
And then taxes. Let's do the math. And then
that's taxes, over $2,000 a month.
Yeah, that's like $2,500, ain't it?
Somewhere around there, 26
divided by 12 months, $2,500.
So you mean tell me I got a mortgage of $1,200, right? And you telling me I'll be paying more in taxes
than
my mortgage.
But it ain't even likely up there though, because their housing prices. Plus now one of the things that they're running into is that the interest rates are higher. So now that's
a new purchase. So what if I bought 30 years ago and I'm almost drawn to the near end of my mortgage? Ago, you know what I'm saying? But no,
you're doing good and you got interest.
No, I'm looking at it like this. Here I am, my taxes are outpacing my mortgage.
Yeah, but still, I look at it like we all gonna have to pay taxes. That's just what it is. I mean, we can fuss and fight and all of that. We're gonna have to pay taxes. All right. At least if you had that $800 payment 30 years ago, when that mortgage paid off, it's paid off. Yeah, you still got that, but you're saving that $800. So I mean, ain't no great way to do America. There's just no great way unless you find you some unrestricted land where you don't have to deal with all this
I still don't
Regulation.
believe it's unrestricted land.
It is. It is. I follow people. I follow people who actually have unrestricted land, who actually do the things, some of the things that we thought we were going to be able to get away with,
Oh my
that we
goodness.
can't get away with. They can actually do it. So I follow. Those are the people that I follow.
Yeah.
The ones that have the unrestricted land where they can really be, off grid, left alone. They ain't nobody worried about how long you stand in your RV. None of that. You have to find that though. Let's see. You're right, Gigi. That happened with me. Home insurance keep going up because of the area. Yeah, yeah. And in Florida, you got to think about also that we have the hurricanes and all of that stuff. Some of the companies got closed down, and then others, they have to, even though the whole country pays for insurance for us, okay. But the home insurance is increasing because they can increase it. And they pretend like they're just losing money, and I'm like, no, you're not. And no, you are not. You're not losing money.
Well, they're trying
when a storm comes
maintain
through.
status quo.
No, this greed. This is corporate greed.
That's why I say they're trying to maintain status quo, regardless. Like, we get bumps in the road, we go up and down. They're not willing to go up and down. They want to keep that continual raise.
Exactly. They don't mind you going up and down, but they want to keep on padding the pockets of the rich. My daughter and her family in an apartment, because she don't want to fix things. The worst situation to be in. I'd rather live in a cardboard box than to you know what? Everybody kind of has their stuff.
Yeah, they got it.
Everybody kind of has what's their breaking point,
Yeah.
And when you consider something like what we're doing it in an easier way than some people. Even just having a generator, we're doing it in an easier way than some people.
Solar power,
because right now you have tent cities.
Yeah.
Even in the South, we're having tent cities, and so with that, you're just everything. Like, you got to deal with the heat.
Yeah.
You got to deal with the cold. You have to deal with whatever nature throws you when it throws it to you. So now you got to determine what is.
Now you're landing into the subject for today.
Okay.
Which is good. It's a great segue. Let's talk about what do we really need. I want to kind of.
What do we really need?
What do we really need? Since we're talking about, some of the things, living in cardboard boxes and tents and all that good stuff. Let's go and take a look and break down about some of the things we need. Y'all put in the chat about some of the things that you absolutely have to have in this thing called life. While I kind of go over this.
But that was kind of broad. Some things that you have to have.
So we're gonna first let's
wait. Hold up for a second. Can y'all give a thumbs up on the video? Give a thumbs up, please. Can you? I see 17 thumbs up, 31 watching. Can you please? Thank you. Come on with Hudson. How you doing, sis? Out and about. Love y'all, Gigi and Eco. Hey, chat. Have a wonderful day. Love you too, sis. Take care of yourself. I hope all is going well for you. All right. Go ahead. Go back to it.
So what I was talking about, I want to break it up into basic things. So your basic needs, I mean, like, first, everybody gonna say food, water, and shelter.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
All right. Let's go just a little bit more deeper and just say, okay, right now, you are in this beautiful thing called life in America.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some type of interruption of your day-to-day life.
Mm-hmm.
Could be loss of job, could be a variety of different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are some things that you absolutely have to have far as to be stable and to maintain? What are some of the things you feel like you have to have?
Okay. I'm more of the basics.
Okay.
The food, the shelter, the water,
Now, when you talk about, let's break that down. Food. So what are we talking about when you say food?
Like be able to produce it, like make it for your like trees, oranges, apples, lemons, growing some zucchini. We had a little zucchini harvest. Growing some whatever you can eat from the garden in order to stay alive. Like to me, that's the basics.
So you would choose growing it over buying it?
Yeah, because if we're trying to survive, like we want to save the funds for things that are like, okay, I got bit by a snake. I need some gas in the car so I can get to the hospital.
Okay.
I think about stuff like that.
Transportation. Too.
Yeah, like transportation is really important. But I'm saying we're not going to be just using it just because we just want to chill. We want to go, and just hang out.
I can remember growing up when I was young, and I used to live with I used to stay during the day with my great grandmother, and it was an older community. I remember they wouldn't move their vehicle but maybe once a week.
Yeah, and really, when I was home, I didn't move the vehicle that much.
And some people, they moved it once a month just to go like shopping.
Yeah, if I needed to go somewhere, then I would go. But otherwise, like, shoot, you have enough stuff to do around your house to try to keep up with, trying to make sure that there are meals, everybody is fed, everybody is healthy. Yeah.
But a lot of them, they did have gardens too.
Yeah.
Most of the yards in that neighborhood had gardens.
Yeah. There were several people in our neighborhood growing up that had gardens. That was like it was standard for us.
Yeah.
It wasn't even there was nothing weird about it. Nobody was
like
worried
an extra
about
pantry.
Yeah, it was just like, go out in the garden and get me a head of cabbage.
Yep.
And this is what we're about to have for dinner.
Yep.
So for me, it's like we didn't have a lot growing up, but we had food.
Yeah.
Because we could go right outside and pull something out of the garden. And so now it's like I'm just trying to get back to that so that we can always live simply enough that we can always make a dinner for somebody.
So shelter, when it comes to shelter, what type of shelter are you talking
about? Just something that is strong for Florida, because this is where we live. I need it to be strong enough for Florida, strong enough to handle Florida. Not when the wind starts blowing.
What's up, regenerative
life? 80
Wayne?
Miles per hour. How you doing, Wayne?
What's up, brother? What's going on, man?
When the wind starts blowing at 80, the RV is gonna like start to.
All vets, check out that info right there. To all the vets.
To the veterans, check your state.
And thank you for your service.
Thank you all for your service. Who else said that? There was one other one that said that. Bruce B also said that. And he's in Nevada.
Gotcha.
He or she, Bruce B. Okay, Bruce would be a guy. Well, never mind. Let's not go there.
Yeah.
Bruce B, veteran. Check with your county assessor's office. Yes.
Yeah.
Now
my heart and our hearts go out to those that was impacted by these tornadoes that hit this week.
Yes.
I mean, we have experienced loss in our lives, and seriously, we let's send out prayers and our thoughts, and if you can help and contribute, please do so.
Absolutely.
Those that was impacted.
Absolutely.
Yes, we're taxed and retaxed till there's not a penny left. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, people just think about their check sometimes, how much money is taken out of the check, but then when you go to the store to spend your check, they take out the tax.
Yeah, they're getting you.
Yeah.
Every time you move, they're getting you.
Yeah.
I had no idea you could put bird houses on your land if you have so many acres, and they will give you tax breaks. They come out and monitor the birds. That's crazy. Wow.
Now it depends.
I don't want them coming out.
It depends on also. Typically, those are for like endangered species type And then another thing I want to give you a heads up, just like for down here, you had the bald eagle. Now, if they find certain nesting of endangered species, you can't access that property unless you doing some type of necessary maintenance. You have to stay away and even guests or anybody else. So a lot of that property is unused too as well. And they come on your property at any time.
Yeah. And that's what we don't like.
And if something happens where they deem it necessary to expand that area or yeah,
we like as little interference. We would like to pay them their taxes.
We do the necessities.
Like the necessities only. We like as little interference from this government as humanly possible.
And I always say,
heathen, greetings to you. Greetings to you.
I always say too, anytime somebody give you something, understand there's a price behind it.
Ain't nothing free.
Every single time.
And nothing is free.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody doing nothing just out of the goodness of their little kind heart. Yeah. Just know that you're going to pay at some point. Tommy said, I want to sell. My husband does not. Now would be the perfect time to sell. I'm like, do we really need this home size? The last kid going off to college. I want to downsize. And it's a lot of work. As we get older, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work.
Valid point. And then another thing is too, Tommy, when the interest rate goes down, you're gonna be able to clean up real good. Mm-hmm. With patience too. The interest, see, basically right now, a lot of your buyers are being suppressed because the interest rate is so high, and then the wages are stagnant. But what's typically it just cycles. What typically happens is interest rate gonna go down, which they're gonna be a flood of buyers, and then the price is gonna go up. So you as a seller, but be prepared. It's exchange, kind of like with us. When you sell when it's hot, you got to turn around and buy when it's hot, or you have another home that you can go to and wait till it cool off. But we don't know.
Yeah,
we don't have a time clock.
You better wait if you can. If you can, Seasons of Tree, how you doing?
Seasons of Tree, how you doing?
Good to see you. Late but listening. All right. You ain't late. You're good. Happy Mac says, I haven't had home insurance in 10 years. Every year they say I needed to fix something in order to pay more insurance. The last was because the window trim needed painting. And listen, we are with you. We just had this conversation over the weekend.
Since we talk about what we need and what we don't need, class example. If you have a 5,000 square foot house, but you really only need 1,000 square feet, right? If you got the funding or the means to get rid of or sell that 5,000, and then you buy a 1,000, and you got extra surplus cash, you might be able to self-insure. And then that cash that you got surplus, you might be able to put in an interest-bearing account. So as fluctuation happens, it rises in value too. So
your insurance policies. So all of that money that people are putting into insurance. And you have no control over what your insurance is going to be. And you have to have it if you have a mortgage on the property. Okay.
We talking about
you gotta have it. We're talking about people whose property are paid for.
You got a mortgage.
You have to have insurance. Matter of fact, you're gonna have to have multiple insurences.
But they probably got
to have a mortgage because, and that's what I'm saying.
PMI.
And right, and you don't benefit from that.
No,
you don't benefit from it.
But they good. They good.
So if you can, find the what they call universal index life policies. If you can get those policies, you can protect your money. Number one. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm great on that.
Do your
but
research,
I'm just saying.
Do your research.
You heard it. You heard it here.
Do your research.
Go do your research on those UILs or IULs or whatever they call.
Do your research, please.
Do your research. You heard it from Gigi.
Gigi is not a licensed insurance agent.
I'm not at all. So
and I'm not a financial
do
advisor.
your research.
So
call your financial advisor.
There you go. Call your financial.
Call your insurance person.
Yeah.
Tommy said, I think all I need is shelter, power, water, small enough space that we can grow, and of course, protection. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one to add in there. Definitely protection. You definitely need protection when you are on your land, whether it's a third of an acre,
don't
or
matter.
100. You need protection.
And I'm gonna tell you, if you think you go out and buy big plots of land that people don't try to come onto your land, you're mistaken. Now the difference is, if you're in the city or whatever, you might could pick up the phone and call, ask the lawman or something like that.
Right.
You might could do that. But if you out here in the bush, you out here in the wild, you gonna have to handle that at least till wherever in that county that sheriff may or sheriff that deputies or sheriff may be.
Yeah.
So it hits quite different, you know.
It does when
it
you're
might
out.
take an hour, or it might take 45 minutes to get to you for one call.
You don't know. Be Rich, how you doing?
What's up, Be Rich?
Thank you for the super chat. African Dreaming, how you doing? Thank you for the super chat as well.
What's up, man?
Brother and sister.
Yeah. What's going on? Team J.
And what? Come on now.
Team J all the way.
Recognize Team April in this thing, and Team Aries on top of that. All right. Regenerative Life Wayne says on Kathy B, Texas has plenty of unrestricted land and it's cheap in Southwest Texas, but it's going up a little now. I own some acreage there, and I'm looking at East Texas now.
Man, it's a lot of land to fill in Texas, but Texas is hot. It's going to be one of the fastest growing states. Well, as far as population and relocation, Texas, almost anybody that's thinking about moving to another state, a lot of people been looking at Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, eventually, it might not be in our lifetime, but eventually it's gonna get pretty packed. But that's a gigantic mass of land. And Texas is very attractive to a lot of people who trying to do some more innovative things and creative things.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
For absolute certain. But those plots of land are there. I hear, in some of the groups that I'm in, some of them are just for women, and the homesteading groups and different things. They are talking every day about where can I find some land that does not have a lot of restrictions that I can get out there and actually live for cheap. I can actually affordably live. That's the type of land that I want to know. I want to know where that's at. So
now,
it's there.
One thing
you just have to find the right place.
Up, which is in our situation, not a lot of restrictions, none of that. But what happens is people start coming in, and when they come in, like we recently had a change of leadership, and we're getting ready to experience some more, right? But guess what? The change of leadership did. They start restricting a little bit more. Yep. So be mindful of that.
Things change. Even when you're in the country, things change, and you have all of these.
You have to pivot, man.
You have
That's
to pivot.
Life is. You got to pivot.
You have to be.
Set. That's why you don't fall in love with nothing.
You have to be willing when it comes to tangible and able to bust a move when it's time to move. Like, be willing to do it, because when you can get in there before they start having their county meetings and all of that stuff, and he watches all of that type of stuff, and that's the only way that we knew that something was happening in our area, because he watches
we got a lot of changes in our area,
the meetings,
and it's not in our favor, I should say.
No, it's not gonna be in the people's favor. So it's never gonna be that. Never gonna be that. Let's see. Know the piece of growing your own food. That stuff in the store is less and less food all the time. Exactly. It just came off a conveyor belt, the majority of it.
Can I ask you a question? Chat, what if I walked up to you and stuck my finger in your mouth?
Okay.
Would you cringe?
That's kind of nasty.
Oh, is it nasty? What if I just wash my hand with some bleach, but you didn't
I
know?
don't know, but those your fingers.
I'm just
mean,
asking.
those ain't my fingers. Those your fingers.
So it's nasty. Why?
Because I don't know what's on your hand. I don't know you.
Oh, but you know, we eat food every day. We go out
Oh,
and buy, man, we'll spend our last dollars to go out and buy food that we don't know nothing about. We don't know where it's been. Even if it's washed, we don't even know what it washed with. So
and some of it they'll call triple washed, and then when you wash it
triple
yourself,
wash with what?
I don't know. You
Women
wash yourself.
purified water?
I saw this one lady who had all of these did this video where she had these triple washed vegetables.
Triple wash
and
with
she
what,
put
though?
them in the sink
Mm-hmm.
to wash them, and she was like, look at all these bugs. Look at all of these bugs that are on this.
You know what? You know what?
Makes no sense.
You know what? I said this years ago. Bugs don't scare me being on my vegetables. It's other stuff out there that scare me more, way more than bugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it said triple washed.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to lead people to believe that they can just go ahead and pick it out the bag and eat it is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, if the bugs don't want it, I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't
Do you
want
wash your chicken?
Absolutely.
You wash your chicken?
Yes. I don't scrub my chicken, but yeah, I wash
You give
my
your
chicken.
chicken a bath before you eat it?
A bath? No, bath includes like soap. I don't use soap.
You rinse it in.
Rinse it.
So you give your chicken a whole bath.
Give it a whole bath, right?
Yeah, a whole bath. Okay. I just wonder how you wash your chicken.
No, I mean you can use like a little vinegar, and that helps to tenderize it as well.
So you give a
use
douche.
a little vinegar and
you
water.
Give your chicken a douche then.
Use a little salt, to kind of help yourself. But yeah.
Okay.
What kills me, Thomas said, what kills me is most people don't wash their meat.
Yeah. A lot of folk don't wash their meat. And don't get in the elevator.
Yeah, be rich. That was broccoli. That's what it was.
What?
Talking about he saw the video. So ew. The purified waters of Lake. Ew.
Well, this is the thing. Now, y'all, let me ask y'all a question. And this is y'all be patient with me on Gen Zers and younger. Growing up in the 80s and the 70s and on up, did y'all drink as much water as we drink now? And we still be dehydrated? You got people.
Well, we ate real food back then.
Well, see, my baby always gonna just go. She won't let me get there. She gonna get dead to the heart.
I mean, just be quiet.
No, but you're right. It's not just the food, but what else would it be? It's the environment.
Yeah.
But no, I want to go a little bit deeper as far as what is the water we drinking? Because it used to be when I used to go in the summertime and I would turn on the outdoor faucet because I'm over my friend's house. I pick up that water hose and then I drink that water and I take some gulps.
You're good.
And I'm good.
Yeah,
I go back playing for 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
I see times I drink 1 or 2 bottles of water and I'm still thirsty.
Well, if you look at some of these tests that they're doing on the water, and the bottled water brands, then you'll see. Like if it's
purified, what they purifying it with?
But a lot of it is not as purified as they're saying.
Okay, so say if there's a water distribution plant and they get in the water and say it's a little cloudy, how do they make it so? Because I don't never see no water, like I don't never see no calcium build up in a water bottle or nothing like that. And I know at the house,
the chemicals, the chemicals take care of some of it. But when you think about it,
they do chemicals at the house.
Yeah, but isn't that the most harmful anyway? The chemicals.
I'm just
in the chemicals, the most harmful part anyway.
So the water that's purified, they get it to the part where I don't know. It's almost like you buy. Hey, has anybody ever bought bread? And when they bought bread, it didn't mold. It didn't do nothing.
They talking about the water.
Talking about the water. What's going on?
All right, hold on. Let's go to Family Man first. In a restaurant, the server can bring you your food with their thumb in the food, and you're not sitting on gross. This is why I be like, look, babe, cook my food, please. Cook me something to eat. Water is not the same. It is not the same. We used to be able to drink out of the water hose. We can't drink out of the water hose.
Hold on, Be Rich. Hold on, Be Rich. Be Rich. I think you from the GA. We from the GA. I'm not sure, but I think you're from the GA. Do you remember back in the days? You might be a whole lot younger than me. You might be a young buck. You can't really relate to this. But back in the days, you would even run your water in the tub, and you might see a little tinge of clay. Or even once you get finished, you might see a little ring of clay.
Was it clay though?
I guarantee you that's what it was. You don't see it no more because think about it.
But people had copper pipes back then too, didn't they?
But copper don't turn. Water don't turn copper.
I don't know. I'm just asking questions. I'm
trying to tell you. A lot of them had Schedule 20, depending on what kind of houses in the South. And my question is, even when you cut open a pipe,
and copper pipes are great, by the way.
Even when you cut up on a pipe, you see some remnants of that Georgia clay. I ain't talking about no other clays because I can't speak to no other clays. I'm talking about that GA red clay. And now you go to these homes and you don't see no clay.
But guess what
But it's supposed to be coming from the you smell South Florida. You smell South Florida, the rotten eggs.
Listen, there are some restaurants around
you can
town and especially ones that sell drinks. That water that is so nasty.
So that water,
but you can definitely smell the chemicals.
Comes from what? That smells eggy.
That's like sulfur, right, or something. I don't know.
Okay, sulfur. You're right. In the South Florida, a lot of it was sulfur. But now some of the eggy ain't sulfur.
Okay, what would it be?
Some of it is recycled wastewater.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying, come on. I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
You be running that sink.
But you're right though. You're right though. The water treatment plant, that's the boo-boo water. Just
matter of fact, I can take you to a place on Alpha Capital Circle and I can show you some stuff floating.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a film.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. I pass by it often.
Some people say this word called leash by the airport. And that goes down to the springs.
Yes, Tommy. It smells like chlorine. And we used to.
So what did that do to our pipes?
It's gonna clog them.
Or clean it?
No, it's gonna clog them.
You think chlorine gonna clog our pipes, our blood vessels and stuff?
I don't know what it does because
now chlorine that sits up. Does it turn to like? Have you ever turned the opening on? I'm talking about old school chlorine. And has it been like a little chalky, like gritty?
Oh, I guess so. I don't remember.
Yeah, you never open up some Clorox or anything like that, and you ever heard the grit?
Yeah, I have.
You have, hey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's crystals. It'll crystallize.
Yeah.
And so you drinking it, and you're drinking it all day.
Yeah.
What do you think it's doing your arteries?
8 bottles of it, y'all. Okay. They said drink 8 bottles of it. Yeah, but yes, Tommy, that's smart. That's smart. Tommy says that when it turns on, she smells the chlorine, so she let it run for a few before giving it to the animals. And guess what? The animals don't even like it. They have to wait. They will wait until it does not smell like whatever that is, and then they'll go back and drink it. That bottled water has everything that's good taken out of it, and bad things like microplastics are the bonus. True. Very, very true. B-Rick said dirt.
I'm trying to what happened to the dirt?
Every man said, but it was cleaned up.
Look, that ain't knocking the dirt. Ain't nothing wrong. If we pulling from the well, from the earth, right? You're gonna have some dirt. That's my point.
Yeah.
If you're pulling from the well, you're gonna have some dirt. But if you ain't pulling from the well, you're not gonna have no dirt. So where that water coming from? That's what I keep. That's what I'm just asking for,
Asking
just to
for a
learn.
friend.
I'm
Okay.
just asking to learn. I ain't sure. I just wonder where the water coming from.
All right. So look, y'all, here in Houston on the news Thursday at a popular restaurant here. A restaurant worker was caught on video. Yeah.
Do what?
Being nasty.
Man.
Oh my God. That is so gross.
Oh.
That is sick. And he should be
Castrated. I see it.
No,
you should be castrated.
Totally eliminated.
Well, no, I like them being castrated and then let them walk around for a little while.
Let them suffer. Chlorine is carcinogenic for sure. For sure. All of this stuff, man. It calcifies the cap. I've seen it.
See? Now what? Okay, you drinking it. I'm just asking.
Clay has all the minerals in it that your body needs. Come on, ask the lawman.
So you mean to tell me?
Come on, we buy it.
If we go back to the old school, where you might fill up a glass of water and you might see a little clay sediment in there or whatever. We back in the days, I'm gonna ask for the lawman. You might be around some area in the South. Because I'm gonna open it up to more than GA, Alabama, Mississippi. I don't know Louisiana, but anyway, not even Mississippi. We're gonna go Georgia, Alabama, all right? Because I can't speak. I do remember Alabama. I do remember Georgia and Florida. Can't speak no other state. But you would cut on the faucet, and you'll look at it. You see a little floaty stuff, but it was stuff you could relate to. Like if you was over there by the chalk mines in South Florida, maybe because they got chalk mines. You saw a little white debris in there. You was over there by the Georgia clay, you would see a little orangey brown. You know, you would see certain stuff from the environment you was in. But now everything is just clear. It's just clear. It's just straight clear. So even with Ask the Lawman, if there's minerals and sediments in there when you drink water, maybe that was replenishing you when you were drinking that water and you didn't need as much. But now if it's stripped and if it's none but a cleansing agent that you drinking, a diluted chlorine drink or chlorine or bleach drink, maybe it's stripping you. But guess what that does to you buying another bottle of water?
How you doing, Bessie? Welcome in.
I'm just asking. What's up, Bessie?
I mean, that is, first of all, that's disgusting. Okay.
What's disgusting?
I'm just stuck on what Wayne said. That happened.
Still on Wayne.
That is just so gross. And this is why, like,
I'm trying to figure out how you get that much time.
Right.
And then you're alone. And how does like
they'll just hire anybody around people food, man. But I know they can't possibly know, but they don't care. How did
they not? Because I worked in restaurants before in when I was a teenager. The kitchen is so like open and people everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm talking about unless I mean that's a fast thing happening. But I'm like just saying how unless they planned it. I don't understand.
Yeah, he said he's a convicted pedophile, and he has urges that he just can't control. That's why I was like, just take him out. Like if you'll do something like that, like go ahead. And I'm just gonna let that be. I'm gonna let that be. My mom. Hold on.
Just click one time.
My mom used to eat white dirt. Yeah, chalk. I knew people growing up that ate chalk and clay. And yeah, it is full of minerals. And people actually, I saw a lady this morning who was eating, her children bought her cornstarch. And it's a mineral, it's like mineral deficiency.
Let me say that.
I'm sorry, eating it by the spoonful.
It's not the chalk at the chalkboard. Now, I'm not talking about that chalk.
It's different stuff.
You could, they actually, in certain areas in Florida, not too far from where I grew, I mean, Georgia, they got mines where they you can pull to the side of the road and chunk some off the side of a hill or something like that.
Yeah, it's naturally occurring.
Yeah, it's natural.
It's naturally occurring.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good. But yeah, the lady was eating the cornstarch by the spoonful, and her children bought her like 3 or 4 containers of the cornstarch.
Okay.
And she was just eating it by the spoonful. Tell me, I don't know about the red clay, but the white dirt clay is good for you.
What's wrong with the red clay? What's wrong with red Georgia clay?
I don't know.
There's minerals in there.
Don't get me lying.
I mean, this the thing. Don't we eat the plants that grow from the red dirt?
We do. We do.
What
and we get the minerals
where they
from
get the
it.
food from?
We get the minerals right from it.
You know, it's funny, you know, in our society now, stuff that we call dirty might not be that dirty, but the stuff we call clean might not be that clean. Like, okay, I just gave you the analogy about somebody putting their finger in your mouth or something like that. And some people may say, long as they wash it and they doing something beneficial.
You cannot walk up to nobody putting your finger.
Well, the dentists do it all the time.
No, but they don't put their bare fingers
in
your mouth.
Old school,
I ain't never had a dentist put their dog on. You wasn't about to put your bare hand in my mouth. Old school, my foot. You wasn't about to put your bare hand in my mouth.
Hold your tongue out.
It just happen. And so it's not just our food and water, but I notice when I feed my Corso raw diet, she wants less water compared to eating processed dog food. The animals know. Yeah. Our animals, they are like, they ain't eating it. This one chewing on a backstrap right now. Like,
but he won't eat certain processed food.
He is not going to eat certain stuff.
Like
Neither one of them.
I could do a processed meal and warm it up and sit it in front of him. He won't even touch it.
Listen, when we bought that pizza that day, and we didn't want the pizza. No. We were like, we'll just give it to the dogs. We threw it to the dogs. They walked over there.
Dogs ain't hitting like,
and they were little. Food, they walked over there and smelled that mess and walked away.
Back in the day, like, man, you put anything in front of a dog back in the day,
they would just eat it.
But now even the dogs pick.
These dogs are like, yeah.
Know something wrong.
If I give the dog water from the tap, she will sniff it and walk off. Compared to the filtered water, she drinks it all. And my daughter's dog would do that. She would walk away, and then she would give it a few minutes, and she would come back and then drink it. Mm-hmm. So they have to. They can smell it. They can smell so much better than us, and it's like when that smell dies down, that chlorine smell, because I can even smell it. Mm-hmm. When that chlorine smell dies down, then they would eat it. They would drink the water. Then she would drink the water. Let's see. We gotta go, don't we?
Yeah. We got a point.
All right, pica. Yep. Eating things not considered food is usually because your body is deficient in minerals. Exactly.
And your body, listen to your body when it craves certain things.
Yeah.
Natural things, I should say.
Absolutely. Gigi, I grew up with a lady that used to eat cornstarch out the box. She died young from cancer. It's not good to eat. And I'm not surprised. But y'all, we have an appointment. We have somebody coming to handle some business for us. So thank you all for coming in. We really, please, gotta put them away. Thank you all for coming in. Close us out, Eco.
Much love to y'all. I hope y'all have a beautiful, great week. I hope you accomplish everything you seek out to do. And if you don't have no goals this week, put them in place and go ahead and take that first step. And then always know that we love you. We appreciate you being here. Thank you for your support, all the super chats and Eco Nation. Y'all, appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love. Thank you for sharing out the videos. If you're new, please consider liking this channel.
Thank you, guys.
And then if you kind of like it a little bit, might as well go ahead and subscribe. I really would appreciate that. And I thank you so much for y'all support in the foreground and in the background. And just remember, whatever you do, whatever you do, make sure that you keep on growing. Grow.
Bye, guys.
Y'all be well. Take care. Until the next time.
Have a great day.